Well, 2026 marks the centennial anniversary of Route 66, and Congress has actually created a commission to find the best way to celebrate. President Biden has appointed an Oklahoman to that group. In studio, Trey Thompson, Executive Director of the Oklahoma Historical Society. Congratulations, this is awesome. Thanks so much for being here,
Well,
too.
thank you all for having me. It's a pleasure to be here again with you.
Okay, let's talk about this commission. What details can you give us?
Well, this commission was established by Congress in 2020. It was signed into law by the president back in December of 2020. They just had their first meeting in February of this year, and the goal of the commission is to make recommendations to Congress about what activities and events should be held in all of the Route 66 states to properly commemorate the 100th anniversary of what we call the Mother Road.
And let's talk about how you were able to join this commission, appointed by President Joe Biden, but nominated by Mitch McConnell.
Yes, well, me and Mitch are good golfing buddies. We go back a long way. I'm just kidding. I had a friend of mine submit my name to Mitch McConnell's office, and they called me and asked if I was interested. And of course, I've served on the Route 66 Centennial Commission for Oklahoma over the past couple of years, and so I, of course, was very interested in joining the National Commission as well. We already have two Oklahomans on the commission, Secretary of Transportation Tim Gatz and Michael Wallace, who is a Route 66 expert and an author. And so I'll be the third Oklahoman to join, and just the opportunity to promote Oklahoma, to promote the importance of Route 66 in Oklahoma on a national level was something that I couldn't pass up.
And let's talk about Route 66 and just how important it is for Oklahoma. It's the most revered highway in the nation.
Well, when you think about when Route 66 was established in 1926, it went from Chicago to Los Angeles. And so it came down, and today we have over 400 miles of drivable highway of Route 66 in Oklahoma. So quite a long stretch of road, but it was a really important cross-country passage starting in 1926 and then moving all forward through the 1950s and 60s. And so you think about all of those small towns that it impacted, all of the businesses that were affected, all of the cultural designations, and it's such a point of nostalgia now. We have, in the Oklahoma Historical Society, we have the Route 66 Museum in Clinton, Oklahoma. It's one of our busiest museums, and we get more international visitors at that museum than any of our museums and sites across the state.
So let's talk about the commission again. When do you start meeting with the commission? When do you all start planning for the centennial celebration?
Well, as I mentioned, they've already started that process before I have been appointed, but my first meeting is today. And actually after lunch, I'll have my first meeting with the commission. I'm really looking forward to jumping in, getting to know the other commissioners. There's 8 states that are a part of Route 66. There's commissioners from each of those states. And so I think it's going to be a great opportunity to meet them and start thinking about how can we properly commemorate this great highway that has meant so much to so many people.
And Trey, for people who want to follow along with your journey to now, all the way up to the celebration, how can they follow you?
Well, I would encourage everyone to go to our okhistory.org website. Also on social media, they can search at okhistory on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and encourage you to follow along there.
And just one more time, how excited are you for this really great opportunity?
Well, I'm thrilled, and I've been practicing my singing Get Your Kicks on Route 66.
I was just singing it. I'm glad that you were thinking it. That's awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much, Trey, for everything, coming on here and talking about this really important topic for our viewers. For everybody who wants to follow along, we have a link right now up on the As Seen On section of KOCO.com.